Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and this is B.fleye Beauty, and today I wanted to take you through my winter favorites. So I no longer do monthly favorites. I don't go through stuff enough. I don't try enough stuff for that. So I'm gonna do them by seasons, and that's how I did it this year, and I found that perfect for me. So I wanted to start with beauty stuff. I will be talking about a couple lifestyle things, couple food things, because these are not just beauty. This is kind of like everything that I favorited for the winter months. I mean, I guess technically we just hit winter, but whatever. So I wanted to start by talking about lipsticks that stayed on my face under a mask. So I really didn't wear much makeup at all. And when I did, I really did not wear lipstick. I usually just wore chapstick. But when I did, these two were awesome. Let's put my little hat back on here. Wear my unicorn onesie to stay warm. It's not even that cold. Okay, so the first one is the Maybelline Matte Ink. I have a bunch of these colors. These liquid lipsticks are a very interesting formula. I've talked about them a lot. They have tons of different colors. I've just never experienced anything like this. I think they're fantastic, with or without a mask on. The other one is the Rimmel Provocalips. This is similar to, I'm gonna have to put it up here because Lip Sense. And I've talked about this as well, but this is a two-sided situation. This stays under a mask even more for me than this. Without a mask, this actually stays on longer, but with a mask, this stays on. And there's not as many colors of this, but I did just buy this more rosy tone as a little neutral. And it's 16-hour wear, so you have to put this on, you have to let it dry, and then you have to put on your topper. So highly recommend these, whether you're wearing masks or not in your day. It's nice to have something that stays on. But you know, it is COVID time, so I am talking about that kind of stuff right now. I had been looking for a lower lash line mascara, and the Thrive mascara really has hit the spot for me. It is expensive. It's stupid when it gets wet and it comes off in little weird things, but I have to say, when I cry, I'd rather have those little things to just push away than smears all over my face. Totally worth the money. It's gonna last me a long time because I'm only using this on my lower lash line because I really don't like this formula for my top lashes. It really doesn't do anything volume-wise. But for my lower lash line to stay on when it comes to sweating and crying and just like being under a mask, this is awesome stuff. Okay, something else that I've tried more recently, it's just been a favorite because it's simple. It's not expensive, it's an e.l.f. product. I could probably do a full face of e.l.f. to be honest. And it's their Wow Brow, and it's a very tiny brush. It doesn't come with as much product on it as I'm used to, which most of you might actually like, but I just want a lot of product to kind of fill in my brows because I don't have a lot. And this color is really great for me too. I don't like it super light or warm, and this is neutral brown, really tiny. Really affordable. I think it's like less than $5. Not necessarily a dupe for Glossier, but a great backup if I don't want to, you know, order something online and wait. Okay, my one skincare thing is the Different Gel, the Adapalene Gel. I had stopped using this for a long time and I got back in it. I had tried some skincare that really broke me out because of most likely the essential oils and the fragrance. Could have been other stuff, I'm not entirely sure, but this really cleared up a lot of it, and I just forgot how much I love it, especially when I mix it with benzoyl peroxide. Really clears the acne and does a really great job if you want an intro into retin-A. I have a couple supplements here. One is for me, one is for my dog. I've been going to the doctor doing some tests on some things, and oh, there goes my hat again. My doctor recommended that I get some vitamin D, and I think that this is great for winter months when we're not outside as much. Here in Texas, you know, I am outside almost as much as the summer, but for those of you that are in cooler areas, or maybe you have an issue with low vitamin D or low calcium, this could be the reason. It's not necessarily the brand that matters, but I'm actually on a low dose, and I take one a day. And when I first started taking this, you guys, I was like, oh, I'm not low in vitamin D. So much energy, unreal. Unreal. I think I've kind of balanced out now. I'm not like feeling the rush anymore, but I'm excited to see what my tests show when I go back. But great for when there's not as much sun, when you're maybe in a cloudier, rainier, snowier area of the country. And yeah, Ask your doctor, of course. Don't just take crap because I said. But for me, personally, huge difference in my day-to-day life. My dog has had a lot of issues recently. Ooh, Lord, have I spent some money on this girl. She had a UTI, and after her UTI, that's the short version, we found out she had a cancer mass in her bladder, so she's had surgery. Anyway, just so much anxiety. Probably the past 3 months, she's been getting up throughout the night to go to the bathroom. And so we're trying hemp oil right now. I think we're gonna step up to CBD, but this was on Amazon. It's called Billion Pets is the brand. Pure organic hemp oil, 75,000 milligrams. And we started with a little bit, and I can say that it really does calm her at night. We're getting up way less. It's supposed to help with inflammation, which is really hopefully going to help her bladder long term now that she's had her surgery. So hopefully this will help. If you have any recommendations on CBD oils or hemp oils for animals, please let me know. For now, this is working. I think it was around 20 bucks. So really excited about that. Oh, I forgot. 2 blushes. If you know me. So I've been just like plastering my face with bright, shimmering blushes. And I could talk about Natasha Denona, but I always do. So I wanted to talk about these other 2 that I've actually been using a little more in the past 4 to 6 weeks. And one is the Flower Beauty. I really am doing my best to not get the coral one because it's so gorgeous. And for drugstore, it's pretty expensive. I want to say it's like 12 to 15 bucks for one of these, but it's, you know, it's hard to get one or the other, but when you mix it together, it's just really gorgeous. So this is the rosy one. This is Rose Glow. And like I said, they do have a coral one. This is a little less intense. It is intense, but way less intense color-wise than this Revolution. I think this is the vintage lace blush. This is out of control. This is like neon, shimmer, a little duochrome. I mean, I can barely touch into these, but I pack these 2 babies on my face. Like, it's a lot, but it's really pretty. And I've had people compliment me a lot, especially when I wear this one, because the color is so different than what I've seen even in Natasha Denona. So a lot of glowy blush this winter. Okay, couple more things. So Freddie bought me this. This is great if you want to wear lipstick or you want to breathe under your mask. So this kind of sets your mask out. If you wear glasses, you would still need a really big mask to set under your glasses, you know, to squeeze in the air so you're not fogging them up. But this is amazing. I'm so glad that I don't have to like suck in the cloth of the mask. So this is really super cool. I think we got 3 for 20 bucks off Amazon, but it's really soft. It's a silicone base, I believe. If you haven't tried one of these, you really should. It really gives you some more breathing room. All right, couple more things. So there are these soft socks. So I have really thick, well, I have thick legs. They're not like the fattest legs or anything. They just get really bad circulation. So it doesn't really matter what I put on my legs. I'm always gonna get that line. And these socks, and there's actually a new pair too, but this brand of socks that we can only find in the wintertime at Ross, they're the Columbia. Like I can wear them for a year or 2 and then I pretty much wear them out, probably more like a year. But they're soft on the inside. They're like the fleecy inside, but they're men's socks, to be honest. So it really helps that they're men's socks because they give me a little bit more wiggle room. If anything is slightly tight, but my feet and legs get very cold, like all the time. So I have to sleep in this kind of stuff. And they stay up at night and they keep me warm. If you don't want to sleep in socks, these are actually really great to just walk around the house in. But I have to say, like when we found them again at Ross, I was ecstatic. So I know I like them because we had been looking for them forever and apparently they only come out in the wintertime. A couple of food related kitchen things, our air fryer. I want to say we use that 2 to 3 times a week minimum. It has really saved our life, and even more so in these wintry months and during COVID when we've been cooking a lot more at home. So if you do not have an air fryer, highly recommend. The best wings I've ever had have been in an air fryer. And then also I've been drinking a lot of hot chocolate, like the no sugar added kind. And what I do is I blend that up in my that that you can use to like whip up milk and things like that. Oh my gosh. So I whip it in my coffee and then I put a little bit of whipped cream and a little bit of cinnamon on top. It's the poor man's mocha. It's actually better. It's so, so good. So I've been kind of living on that, sometimes adding a little protein powder in there, but it's really nice and it's a nice little holiday special, you know, treat. Okay, 2 more things for real, for real. So one of the things is this sweater. I'm realizing that I love gaudy old things. Just now realizing. I've worn this about 5 times and I bought it like a month ago. So this is definitely a favorite. You probably see me wear it in videos. I want like a million of these. And I have started following this vintage clothing store on Instagram. So I will link her below and put her up here as well. And she has tons of stuff like this. So I'm super pumped. There's this jacket, glitter jacket that I should have purchased and I didn't. So I have to say, when something sits with you for 24 hours and you cannot stop thinking about it, please buy it, especially when it is a vintage thing and it's not mass produced. I am devastated that I didn't buy it. But anyway, those kind of things are just like really inspiring me lately as to wear really fun clothes. And lastly, I had stopped watching this show and I got back into it and now I've watched every episode multiple times and it just makes me super happy, which I think we need right now, which is the Great British Bake Off. Even Freddie has gotten into it. He's baking lots of things now, talking in a British accent. But you guys, I asked somebody the other day if they'd watched it and they'd never heard of it. And I was like, what the crap? If you have not seen the Great British Bake Off, first of all, where have you been? And please start. So the new hosts are a little weird, I have to say. Won't be too negative, but I would like to say I miss the 2 lady hosts so very much. So those are my winter favorites, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.